streaming, hopefully, maybe. Let's see, quick audio check, 1, 2, 1, 2. And let me just mute that. And then just a final little bit of a setup and all. And actually that's that I do need to go here real quick. Okay, and then back here and stream manager. Okay, cool. Alright, today's stream we're going to be focusing mainly on industrial expansion. You know, I want to set up a villager breeder and a mob farm and iron farm. You know, for that I first need a villager breeder. I also have a Word document open so I can actually check out things. And then right, that should be it. Let me also get my microphone a bit of a better location on my desk. There we go, that should be better. And then we can actually go and do stuff. Yeah, okay. So ooh, hello. Okay, are you managing? Okay, cool. It was just struggling with loading things there just then. Cool. Alright, now how's our farm looking? Oh, look at that, we've got some nice dark oak. We're still waiting on these ones to grow. Maybe not a good idea to stand in it, you know, you never know when it's actually gonna grow suddenly. Oh, yeah, I do actually want to like change the wood types to match what you've got there here, if that makes any sense. No, like I'm planning to change that in a bit. But first I need to think of what's a good point, a good location to actually set up the breeder. Hello, what? Oh, it's almost nighttime again. You know, like we've got quite some space here, and I've also got a bit of pathway. No, so because the villager breeder will need a bit of space, and the iron farm will need a bit of space. So yeah, I don't know how exactly I'm gonna go about all that. Anyway, let me just sit inside for a bit. Alright, decent work. Yeah, come on. It's basically nighttime already, isn't it? Come on. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. So that should also have no mob spawns. Now, what was it that a villager breeder would need? Some decent space, I'd say. But I don't think I want to do it here. I don't know, that just doesn't seem quite right. I don't know. Also, this is probably a bit better, you know, once it finally gets some growth. Otherwise, it kind of looks weird how it's just a complete layer of dirt like that. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so I know it needs like a 3x3. And then also you want to actually link it up to where you want villagers to go. So that might be also something to consider. Right. No, I've got the basic ideas down and I've got tutorials ready. But to actually go about placing these things down, that's a bit of another matter. Right, so far so good. Alright, let me check the document I have here. Because like how large should it need to be? Right, so a few separate buildings like that. Right. And yeah, I want to have that like in this sort of general area. So then let's set up the breeder. Let's set up the breeder where exactly? I think this might be a good point. Yeah, you know what? There, just a sort of marking. Alright, and then we... Oh, that's 3, right. And I wonder why it looked weird like that. Alright, then tutorials. I put them in a playlist, right? Hopefully. Playlist, watch later, and farms. Okay, cool. Let me just mute that because this one is fortunately pretty simple. So I can just go with the layout, just the visuals. Alright, so some glass. Alright, glass for beds. Sorry. Some trapdoors. And some rail. Alright. Let me go and get that. Alright, ladders, check. Just plain old blocks. Yeah. Is there a reason it needs to be glass? I don't know. Alright, trapdoors, slabs, fence, dispenser, button. Alright. I know trapdoors and fence, that's pretty easy. Now we just go here and we just craft a few. Trap doors. Yeah, that should do it, probably. Alright. Then a fence. And like that should be what, like that. One, two. There we go, that's our fence. Then a bunch of glass. I'm not sure if I actually have some of that. Right, let me just see. Nope, that's the wrong type of rails, but we're definitely gonna need a minecart. And of course one dropper. Or... No, I think we needed a dispenser, didn't we? Alright, then a bunch of slabs, why not? And then what? Glass, of course. Oh, we had a bunch of things already. Right. Maybe with sand. I could say like potentially. Nope. Alright, did we do anything here or just make the... Okay, I see, just the layout. Ooh, alright. Just some ladders and stuff again. Right, so I will go and grab a bunch of glass. Or make a bunch of glass, I guess. Coal. We've got coal, right? Right, somewhere here. Yeah, look at that. That's gotta be coal. Should be enough. Should be enough. Right, then we go and find our oven. Ooh, oh, look at that. Our crops are ready. Cool. Oh, whoops. Wow. Okay, cool. Let me just fix that real quick. Dirt. Do we happen to have a... No, but I do remember that there was one over here. Let's see, yeah. Alright, you know, to quickly refill our farm. And there we go, like so. And it should be... Oh. Alright, and we just dump all of this in here, because why not? I might get a bit of bone meal. Right? Yeah. And then we just place the next layer. Oh, you know, not bad. That's actually quite decent returns, I'd say. Cool. Right, now where is our oven? Or furnace, or... Whoops. Right, that's iron ore. That's gold. Nice. Well, that's actually like the legacy ore, so, you know, I kind of want to keep that separate. Alright, then we do this and this. Music disc, Nautilus, glowstone. Just a bunch of stuff, basically. Ooh, name tag. That's also pretty cool. I'm getting slightly distracted, aren't I? I do think that we need a button, so I will just quickly grab that. And what else do we need? Right, powered reel, I believe. Now, do we happen to have a bunch of that? I'll quickly run back over here. Nope. Weird, because I do think that we had some powered rail. So then, like, where could that be all of a sudden? It's not there. Right, our powered rail. Like, I really thought we had some. Nope, nothing there. Alright, what about in here? No, just some other cool stuff, but no powered rail. Alrighty. Right, but we do have gold. And we do, of course, have what? Oh, right, to bring grass over there. Go, so now that should fix itself up. Right. Yeah, Okay, that should manage. Redstone. Right. Redstone was in the storage place, facility thing. Redstone. Here? What? Or do we just not have enough item frames? That could also be it. Okay, that's iron, copper. Lapis, redstone. There we go. Okay. Powered. Yeah, that should be enough, right? Yeah. Okay. Sleep. Come on, it's almost nighttime. Well, that one's still taking some time. Probably because I have like a very low simulation distance. Could be. Yeah, anyway. That's definitely enough. What do we just drop? Sure. These ones. Now and then one set of slabs will of course be enough. Oh, random potato go. Oh, I should probably eat. And there we go, that's our inventory improves a little bit. Okay. So now we go and set up a villager breeder. This looks dubious. I'm not gonna lie. There. Right, that should be better. Okay, now let me get the tutorial going. Alright, 4 blocks in a line. And then 3 more blocks and a dispenser. Alright. Right, and then I want to do it like that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then that's gonna need a dispenser. But so far, let me just like mark it with placeholder. You're just lurking because you're busy with code. Huh. No, that's fine. No, like it's gonna be a very casual stream, I believe. I'll constantly be hopping back and forth between the game and tutorial. Alright, then a block and a slab and 4 glass like so. Right. Right, so a block and a slab, and then 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Right, like so. Oh, there needs to be a bottom slab. Okay. And then how exactly? Okay, so it needs to be open above the slab. Alright, and then just move up. And probably one more. Right, that's 3. Let's see how many more it needs to be. Alright. So one more layer. 1, 2, and 3. And then what do we do? One more there. Then 3 slabs. And a fence. Okay, so on the side of the dispenser, 1, 2, 3. And then 4 beds. Oh, you know, fortunately we've got quite a bit of wool. So let me just go and make our way back there. Alright, and here we have the remains of a squid that didn't pay attention. Well, that's a shame, but not for me, because hey, ink. No, that's just a convenient resource. Right. Okay, and then we just turn this into planks so we can make some bed. Okay, that's a bit much. 1, 2, 3. 4. Sure, and then we just put some stuff in there, like so. Okay, cool. It's a bit of back and forth, but that's kind of what happens when you've already got some layout going on. Alright. And 1. And 2. And 3. Alright, and from there, what are we gonna do? Trapdoors? Okay, just a solid circle of trapdoors. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sure I can manage that. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you know what? It's except a rotation, I guess. It's got a nice balance to it. And then, right, we need to make sure that the visitors can actually get there. Okay, right. Right, okay, so just a little staircase. I can do that. then I'll have to do some slightly risky changes to my building's layout. But then when we have the breeder on the go, we shouldn't have to worry about anything past that. Oh, hello. This is more villagers than I thought there would be. What? Right. Yeah, because I have this underground thing, but I kind of do want to get some to the surface. Ah, but that's interesting. Like how they're suddenly all just here like that. You know, some of you don't have jobs. You're a farmer. And you don't restock for whatever reason. What about you? Right, the rest seems all good. Right then. But it should become night, shouldn't it? Yeah, okay, so when it's night, some of them will go to bed. Now, ideally, we'll just take two unemployed villagers. Or, you know, we'll just block these in. That's also something we can do. Unless all of you suddenly decide to do this instead. Come on, just... No. Alright, now who do we have left here? Right, I believe this one is like someone we cured. So we don't want to bring that to the breeding hole. Right. Right. Okay, you know what? It's good enough that we've got this like that set up. Now what we want is to go and grab a bunch of real. Alright, come on. Ooh, close, close. Right, bunch of real, bunch of real. Just to, you know, set up a bit of a railway. Now let me quickly sleep though, just so we don't have to deal with any monsters. Alright, rail. Alright, let's focus on that. Oh, and also let's see what's the recipe for a dispenser. Alright, cobble, redstone, and a bow. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Alright, cobble, redstone, and a bow. Dispenser. There, okay, now we've also got that. And now let's continue that probably. Right, and let's see if this actually gets us a decent distance. Right, we just quickly do that. Right, right, of course. And then we just keep placing blocks. Alright, this might not be the best we could do. Oh, yeah, suddenly three jump scare. Boo. And then here, of course, we kind of want to make it that they simply can't go anywhere else. So let's also try and make sure that it's fully blocked off. And then we just use the cobblestone to do the rest of that. Alright, like so. Ooh. Right, well, you know, like, I can just barely get out with a sprint. So, you know, like, surely they wouldn't be able to get out of this anymore, right? Alright, well, we are slightly running out of rail, which, not great, of course, as you might have been able to guess. But we do have a bunch of iron, and we do need to set, of course, like a few power points. You know, so they don't actually completely mess up your stuff. Alright. And then liver. Let's see, we probably only need like half of those. Alright, and then we make one more set of rails, or probably like, how many rails do you get? Alright, 16, that's actually solid. Right, that's that. And then let's say we boost here, boost here. And we'd boost here. And we'd boost. Well, probably once we figure out how to link this up properly. Alright, so let me just go back in there and kind of see what happens when I just start mining up. Actually, let me grab this pickaxe to go to that like thingy I had. Like here. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Right. So how would we go about this? I don't quite know. Right, right. So we do this. And then we just sort of keep going up and up. I don't know where exactly we're ending up. Ah, it's here in the streets. Okay, cool. And then there. Right, and then we of course grab a bit of gold. And then we grab a little more. Because, well, that's not quite enough. Alright, gold, gold. Where would that be? There. And then some more rail. One and two. Hello. I know you're almost exactly where I want you to be, so that's rather convenient in a way. Right, we should probably get some normal rail then from here. Like the trickiest part always tends to be the setup. And once you've got that all good and in order and all that, then you're chilling. should this then light all of that? Yes, good. Right, then we do this. And then, oh, it's night. Okay, let me just quickly... Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on. Get. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Whoa. All right. Now where was I? Right, I was here working on all of this. I appear to be just a little bit short on powered rail, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can just, you know, do it myself. A bit of elbow grease. Yeah. Come on, just work with me. No. Come on. Just. There we go. Alright, so far so good. We're keeping track of it somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. Alright. And there we go. Whew. And hopefully that should mean that he'll, you know, figure this out for himself. All right. Hello, who are you? Oh, no. No. We are not doing this. Get. Did you just go in here now? Well. Alright then. Let's just see where the rest of our villagers are. We'll just where's that one? And then we take that, and then we do that, simply so we're actually able to connect this up. Now where's our minecart? There we go. Minecart. Oh, did they all leave already? That's rather unfortunate. Hello. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll be able to just take one of them. Yes, okay, cool. Yes. Is it a bit annoying? Yes, but are we gonna be fine? Yes, also. You. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Cool. And then we just go and push him like so. Right. Then this little gap we have to bridge. Okay, you know, almost there, almost there. Just a little more. Just a little further. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on. Just work with me here, okay? Just work with me. Come on. Alright, and this is your new house now. Enjoy. Hopefully the next time night falls, they will do what I want them to. Hopefully. Maybe. Now how are we gonna go about like actually linking this up to an iron farm and then just a trading hall? Oh well, we'll just have to see. Wow. So far it's still day. So, whoa, that's not quite right. Oh wait, they might be able to escape via this, so let's also like properly lock that off. And make sure that zombies won't be able to get in there. Why do I have 40 fish in my inventory? What? You know, let me just drop the rotten flesh. Right. An iron farm that will need 3 villagers, so of course that. Alright, and now let's just try and lock off what sort of half village we have. Because it seems best to just keep that isolated and not try and do anything with that. You know, worst comes to worst, we're still able to use the villagers we have there. Which, you know, is better than nothing. Right. Just a single slab can just go like that. And then we also just sort of clean up the mess we have here. Because damn. And they should be able to manage, right? They've got a farmer, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they do. Yeah. So like that's gonna be fine entirely. There, you know, good enough. Good enough. Sorry, does this mean that they can't reach the block or something? I don't know, just in case, let me just remove that. Hello, what are you? Okay, just mason. And then what else do we have in here? Oh, whoop. Oh, okay. Let me go out and check what they're all up to now. There, that should keep them safe. And then with that. What? Dude, why do you want to be stuck there? Why don't you want to go to bed? What's with you? Well, you know, they're a little broken. But you know, that's just Minecraft, right? Coding, I guess. Ooh. Alright, then there's this whole everything. Right. Okay, the sign, that's just inventory space. And then the spruce door is also just inventory. And you might be able to use the levers somehow. So I will just go and grab everything like that. And then we just yoink all the real. Oh! Huh. Alright, and let's check how the villagers are doing. And where they decided to actually go to sleep. You know. Alright, I simply cannot see actually. Alright, well that's a lot of enemies. Yeah, you know, sure, you know what, I'll just believe they're sleeping. Oh my god, my lighting is terrible. Well, let's just remember that for whenever we have time to fix that. Okay, and sleep, and crisis averted. Alright, now let's just go and check that. Ah, no friendly fire? That's boring. Haha, that's anticlimactic. Hehehe. Wait, what if I like time it? And yeah, whatever. Right. No, 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 no. Oh, these damn villagers. They're always so incredibly uncooperative. Like it's kind of impressive, genuine. Of course, they somehow just decide. Come on, come on, come on. Just. Where are you going? Where are you even going? Of course. Just. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? I am genuinely confused as to what your big plan here is. Oh, you just decide to become a farmer. Okay. Well, you know what? That does allow me to just deal with him later. Right, let me just sort out my inventory a bit. Right. Actually, no, we do want a bunch of salt blocks. Right, now let me craft some iron. No, wait, I mean like some minecarts. Do we not have sufficient? Alright. Well, that does require a minor change. Okay, first let me just eat a bunch. And now that our food bar is full again, okay, well, first of all, I'll take you. And say, oh, well, that's nice, actually. Hello. Bro, why are you running? Why are you running? Get back here. Okay. Whew. All right. You know, at least one of you decided to behave and stay close. So that's nice. Okay. Now I do need to sort of change how I go about this, apparently. Yeah, okay, I should definitely make that another layer high. and give them genuinely no other place to go. Right, now let's try and also just tear down the larger structure here to make sure that I've got a full overview of any potential shortcomings in the whole thing. Alright. Again, it's always the starting up that's difficult, but once you've got them in, it should in theory save some time. Now I've only spent an hour on this. Alright, just take out the rest of this larger structure, like so. Just give them genuinely nowhere else to go. Also, who knows, that they might actually use these, so let's also remove those. Then dirt. I've got a shovel for that. Okay. And like that, we bring it down block by block. And one more block. And is this enough to... Almost. 1, 2. And then just to make sure that they don't get launched into the next stratosphere. Alright. And then we take a lever, we turn on the rails, and we push him onto this, and there we go. And all have to go and do is take out the minecart, and also let me just set up a few. Where is he? I know. Torch. Like, I need a ton of torches actually. But okay. Oh. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, that's one dealt with. One problem solved. Now I'll just go and make a ton of torches, so I can actually work around there within the night. So I will be grabbing some coal. Yeah, what do we have here? Coal. Yeah, let's say like there, and then we just do that and that and that. And then again we make our way over to here. Ah, funny. And then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and a whole bunch basically. And that should make it a little safer to work around here during the night, during nighttime. And then now we can actually go and get the other villager. Make sure we've got our minecart ready and a bit of rail to be able to actually capture him. Okay. And now eat, so we can run. No movement speed, it can also be a major advantage after all. So, no, good to keep it in mind. And then let's see, where is our little farmer? Well, he's not here. Oh, there he is. And there's another villager there. Okay. Oh, you're a fisherman. Oh, it's you. Alright. Oh, right. Because well, I think that you're a cured one. Let me just do that. Well, hello. What are you doing there? You. Alright, come. Yeah. Okay, you take a little bit of damage, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So don't worry about it. Alright, now I don't have the best vision here with a whole villager in the way. But fortunately, we should be able to manage if we just take this so carefully. Right, then go left here. And then just about barely balance this. And there we go. There's already some rail over there. You do like making my life difficult, don't you? But not to worry. Because I am very accepting and forgiving. Just ignore the fact that that almost drowned you. Maybe like this will help. But it might just barely sort of catch on. Right, and then we'll just have to do that. You know, like if one doesn't work, then the other should. That's not quite what I was going for. And come on. Okay, yes. Yes, now that's the wrong direction. But we can course correct because I took out the rails over here. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Just work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Come on. And hold, hold, hold. And keep going, keep going. No, 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 no. You are a stubborn little shit, aren't you? Come on. Up at the back, back, back. Come on, here. Sit. Off. Come on, just behave. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Damn, this is the one where you try to... Yeah. Right, and then go. And just keep going, and go, and launch. Oh yeah, no, I definitely need to light up a bit around here. You know, like for this little farm area, of course, it needs to be a bit more orderly and not just random nonsense go. Right, right. And then we also make sure to cover a bunch of this. You know, like keep it all decently lit and balanced. And now hello, say hello to my little friend. Here's Johnny. Nah, don't worry. It's just for the minecart. It's just for the minecart. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Trust me. Trust me, bro. And now I'll just have to wait a little bit for you to fall asleep. Did we already have an Ocean Explorer map? I don't know. I don't know, Chief. Right. I'll just be staying up here because then when you're asleep I can start tearing down the surrounding structure. And also start considering different surrounding structures to work with. Yes. Because I don't like the look of just a random tower like that, you know. I want it to fit the general aesthetic, you know. Oh, look at that. We could look at that. It's raining. Which is actually kind of annoying, but we can manage. Okay, and it does appear that this lighting is pretty cool. It's pretty good. Alright, your EP time, your Google Gaga time for you? Yes, okay, cool. Then I'll start taking down these. Oops. And then I'll also get to handling these. And yeah. Ooh, look at that. Nice jump, nice jump. Solid work, solid work. And with that, that's actually pretty good. Now we've got enough lighting to sort of see what's going on. But yeah, let's keep the actual construction work for the daytime. Alright, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Alright, and now we get to a different tutorial. Which is the iron farm. Yes, okay, and that's this one. Okay, so start off digging 3 blocks and placing job blocks. Doesn't really matter which ones. With beds. Well, actually, let me see how much space it will end up taking up. Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so let's go with 20 by 20. So let's try and sort that out first. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just make it 21.21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 9, 10. And also let's just prevent mob spawns by light. Yeah, and we don't want a random gap there. And then this should stop being in the way, probably sooner or later. There we go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then we just get all of this out of the way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then 1, 2, 3. I mean, like, that should just loop around, shouldn't it? Let's see, like, as long as we've counted correctly. Yeah. Well, that's not quite the block we're looking for. And then we just continue like this. Now mine out this little area to make it all flat. And well, one more. And then let's just make like a diagonal one so we can map out where things are supposed to go. Like so. Right, so far so good. All right. So that's a 5 by 5. And it's two blocks high, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can work with that. I can work with that. Okay, 5 by 5. 2 blocks high, and then okay, yeah. Right, so what's a job block we can make? Let's see, what about the flashing tables? Okay, just some flint. We've got a bunch of flint in storage, don't we? Flint. Or just, you know, straight up flashing tables, I guess. Cartography. Let's see, flint, gravel. Are you gravel? Nope, that's stone. Gravel is here. Ah, but then where is flint? Okay, yeah, I really need to get some more, what do you call it? Like, item frames. Flint and steel. No, in this case it's flint and wood to make a fletching table. 1. Oh, no. 2, 3. And then wool. Because we want 3 more beds. And we continue our work. And let me just see like the general layout where the next section goes. Alright, 2 block high wall. And then a 5 by 5 below that. No, behind that. Okay. Right. I see. So, so we want our flashing tables here. And the beds here. And then solid wall 2 blocks high. Funny, because I could definitely do that IRL. All right. Right, and then a line of slabs. Wait, does the orientation of the bed matter? Maybe. Not just in case then. I do want them to have like a proper floor. Okay, so the bed is aimed towards, yeah, okay. Then slabs and a 2 block high wall. Right. Alright, one set of slabs should do it. But before that, I will quickly do a sleep. I said I will quickly do a sleep. Quickly, yes, there we go. Right, and then a 2 block high wall over here. And then a 5 by 5, that's a 5 by 5, that's 2 blocks deep. Yeah. Right, and then lava and water and signs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. And then we just make another block deep. And then hi. Right, that one is supposed to be dirt again. As is that one. All right. And then what sort of block will we use to... Yeah, maybe polished diorite. Like we've got quite a bit of diorite, don't we? I think we do. So that should be fine. We can work with that. Diorite. Also, let me quickly check how I am doing in regards to ocean map. No, those are just normal maps. No, not like with shading or whatever. Not that kind of normal map. Uh-huh. I could have sworn that I had an ocean map. But it sort of looks like I don't. Right. Right then. Ocean map. Right. Oh well. We probably want to get like one name tag for the Zombies. Yeah, let's also just call him Zombert. Zombert. Yeah, okay, cool. And then, yes, diorite. Oh, and we need a hopper. And then probably another one. And the dropper, and right, we were looking for diorite, yeah. Like, I've got the basic ideas planned, but then the actual details, it's just as I go. Oh, what are you? Ah, right. Okay, that seems that we are going to need a bit of other stuff as well. Let's see, we can drop those and those. And of course the coal can just go back to where I have the coal. Hey, wow, yeah, wow, I'm stuck. And then, and the side we might be able to do something with as well. As for these, nah. Okay, cool. Oh, also let me lock that. Oh, you never know. You never know. shovel, and we start being a dwarf and digging a hole. Like, we of course don't really need to take the corners with. Okay. So then we what do we do? What do we do? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Honestly, that looks kind of cool. And then, yeah, honestly, let's just do like granite for this. No, not to take it for granted, but I wonder how often those kinds of puns have been made. Oh, and then we can use this for the floor. Yeah, the ground. Yeah, all right. A little bit of manual work, no problem. Honestly, you know, like smooth stone is also kind of neat. So I don't know, actually, I don't know. Like, it would still work, right? Yeah, no, okay, let's just try and stick to the actual plans we had. Right. And then of course we've got this, it's gonna be the chest. And then that's gonna be where we're gonna go and try and figure out the loot and stuff. And we do that, we quickly go to bed. Yeah. And sleep, come on, it's nighttime. This game really does like making things dark and being like, oh hey, you can't sleep yet, and then it's still straight up night. Right. And like I'll have to think about how exactly I'll do that layout. You know, it definitely wants to be this deep, so it's just at eye height. And I also want this, so it's like actually proper and neat and all. Alright, and then we like on the surface, of course, you want to sort of continue this. 2, and 1, 2. Didn't we have a shovel with us? It appears not. Well, in that case, a shovel. And then we just work with this. Oh, wow. Honestly, let me just unequip the shield so I can actually continue making this into path blocks. There, you know, like, alright, got a decent pace, We have to destroy the occasional thing, but for the most part, all good, all good. Alright, and then we need some lava and some water. Infinite water source, that's quite easy. Infinite lava is a little more difficult, but using the driftstone, that should also be quite manageable now. Oh damn. Alright, let's see, right now, you know, like, we can manage with just a wooden shovel for the final bit. Because fortunately, this type of interaction is instant. So no, it's one and done. Yeah, I do kind of wanna make that look better. Oh, let's make that wooden for like whatever reason. Well, you know, that's actually looks pretty nice. And then we just replace this with dirt, of course. Alright, very precise work this. And zoom. Just a bit. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah. And here. Okay, cool. Nice. And then a bit here. Let's get the shovel though. And like here, most of the time it's of course spent on getting the alignment just right. But yeah, details. Ooh. Cool. And yeah. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Alrighty. Now what else does it need? Well, of course it needs water and lava and signs. And then finally a zombie. And okay. So now I'll have to go and grab a bucket. Dear God. There's more. No. Right, bucket. There we go. And signs. And what else do we have? Right. Like the water, that's easy enough. Alright, but I don't know where we're gonna find lava at like a moment's notice. Yeah, anyway. At what height do you place it? Alright, pattern and water in all corners, and that seems to be at the floor, yeah. Alright, so that's one. And then yes, I know we have some underground water there, but yeah. We manage with this. Wait, right, and let me quickly make like moving the water source here, just in case any of that doesn't quite go to plan. And also let's just place in the blocks we need, because that might have affected the flow patterns. No, we need to make a chest. Ah, alright. Yeah, right. I will do like a proper job. But right now we just need planks. And then a chest. No, we want 2 chests actually. And we also go and eat some fish. And then we will do that. And then let's quickly 1. And then 2. And then we'll need and then we'll need some signs and whatnot. Now that's gonna be 9 signs, I believe. Sign. Right, we're short on slabs, aren't we? I mean sticks. It's sticks that we need. 1 and 2 and 3. And then sign. Wait, no, you make multiple, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Okay, spruce sign. And let's just sleep real quick so we don't get exploded all of a sudden. And then, yeah, we want one more sign. And sign. One and two. One and two. One and two. One and two. And one. Oh, and let me just try and see where I can find some lava. There's probably something in the caves. Do I have dripstone or anything like that? Because that would be pretty neat for, you know, getting some lava production. Oh, it's been a while since I visited this. Ooh, okay. Right. No, actually, frick. Oh, well, you know what, maybe we'll find something. Or we're just gonna... That works, I guess. Huh. Ooh. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow, that's remarkably convenient. Right, so now... Whoa, hello. Right, slight lag spike because it suddenly had to load. Ah, now you know what, we can just revisit this later. But like it's that close, so no, why not? Wow. Okay, maybe I should have waited until the powered rail actually. Oh well, you live and learn and all that. Like I do know that I visited caves, like some newer caves lately, or I mean like when I did this road. Whee! Ooh. Okay, it's just barely making it. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, okay, it's still daytime. Nice. Am I doing this incredibly suboptimally? Most certainly. But that's just the way it is. And then 2 more. 1 there. And finally 1 there. And now I just need to build a ton of buttons to make sure that nothing can spawn. Right, let's see if we make this, and then that should definitely be enough. Most certainly. Wow, wow. Bro, seriously? And then we just do these ones. Bro. Okay. No, like we do want to make sure that it's got a consistent pattern, you know. Okay, hey, I somehow did that. And there we go. Right, so now we need to get a Zombird in here and a villager. Around it now, and a few villagers actually. Right, how will we go about that? I'd say first let's just try and get the zombie in place. But that's probably better done with a boat, isn't it? Yeah. Because they will constantly attack after all. Alright, boat. And then let's see if this will somehow yield a zombie. Now let's place it somewhere in the forest. And then let's be moderately close by. Oh no, it would probably be good to fill our hunger bar up again. You know, just so we can run if need be. And we've got other fish in here, don't we? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and now there should be monsters spawning around here, right? Where did I leave the boat? Here it is. Okay. Come on. We just want a zombie. Just a plain old run-of-the-mill regular zombie. That should be fine, right? Surely. Alright, maybe instead of setting a trap, it's best to keep the boat on us, so we can deploy it as needed. What was that? That's a skelly. Not quite the right kind of enemy. Ooh, there we go. Ah. Alright, and now we go and sleep. Now, so we don't have to worry about other mobs that suddenly get in the way, or like creepers blowing up where we've got our things built. Now all of that sort of stuff. Also, let's name you. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let's see. Do we have thorns? Okay, that's quite nice actually. Uh-oh. Alright. Ah, shit. Ooh, no. That's not good. Ah, for fuck's sake. Right, so we need to keep this open for the zombie to actually be able to get in. That's annoying. Ah well, we'll we'll try next time. Right now I need to find some food to, you know, actually live. Let's see, how's our potatoes? Like, they aren't the most nutritious in this game, but you know, it's something. And oh. Huh. Well, you know, we'll also have to fix that. Right, okay. There we go, that's a refill of our health bar. It's also really annoying that the one zombie that we get decides to have a weapon on him. Like, seriously, bro. You could have just not. And like, we would have been chilling. We would have had time to react and all that. But no, instead we're just being screwed over. Come on, it's just a few more hearts. Just a little more. Maybe it's a good idea to actually get a helmet. So I know we have a bit more time for the transport. And also grab a bit more food. So we don't have to worry about the health bar during the ride. Okay. Wow, okay. Alright, this is coming along nicely. Where is our food? We had some over here, didn't we? No, don't tell me it's all just gonna be spurts. Actually, we have a ton of wheat, don't we? And bread is always a decent food item in this game. And then... Right. Okay, so we are gonna have to melt some metal. Except if we go a different route about... Oh, that's not a helmet. Is that nothing that we want? And there it's also just not really good stuff. Alright. And that's 4. And a helmet is 5. Yes, okay, good. Fit nice? Yeah. So I will grab this bit of wheat to fix that. And then that should be a bit better. Right, helmet, 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 helmet. of course the letter one has a different name. Oh, most of the letter stuff has different names. Wow. And now let's grab another name tag. Like so. And rename that Sombert. No, Somberto. You know, it needs to be somewhat different. And now we just wait for the night again. And we, of course, prepare our food. Again, it's the setup that takes a while. Now we're just gonna chill around here for a bit. And we'll just have to wait for the sun to set. I'll just walk around for a bit. I might find something interesting, though I doubt I will. Since this is like just the area around my base already. I know, who knows? You know, maybe there's something interesting over here, for example. Or there's not. Or there is. Huh. Well then. Nope, it's just a straight tunnel across. Oh well, I guess that's a bit more mapped. Alright, let's try and make sure that we will be able to find mobs near our base. Whoa, okay, no, that's a high drop. Oh, and then I proceed to high drop anyway from a slightly different block. Hello. Hehe. Get screwed, idiot. Haha. Alright, come on zombies, come on. Start spawning. I think it's also specifically gotta be a zombie. No, I think skeletons are like a bit different. Alright, and we're back to not seeing anything. Cool. And yeah, sure, I could like constantly be adjusting the brightness, but that's probably more of an inconvenience than the lack of vision. So we'll just keep doing this and sort of wait and hope that at some point we're gonna get a good drop. Also, let's just get rid of this grass. You know, it's getting in the way. It's distracting me. Bro, where are the monsters? Come on, give me a zombie. Give me a zombie. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. Come on, be cool. Be cool. Be chill. Be just like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, can we do that? Can we do it, game? Can we do that? Like, you didn't hesitate to completely swarm me with mobs when I was working on the villager breeder. So, you know, like, what's the reason for delay now, huh? What's that? Spiders? Oh yes, those are spiders. And I think that's a creeper or it's grass. Oh, they saw me. They saw me. Uh-oh. Okay, am I out of their vision again? Probably. Okay. Ah! Yeah. Wrong mob. That's not the one I was looking for. Yeah. Okay. Phew. Right. Right. I'll just... Yeah. Like, yes, it's a green mob, but I was looking for a zombie. No, not a creeper. Come on. Ah, there we go. There we go. Hello. Yes, let's also get you like really close, because that's convenient. Alright, and constantly check for other mobs. Come on, come here, come here, come here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Ah. Right, because it's a non-solid block. Oops, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Come on, dude. Come on, put on that. Put on that. Okay. Well, then I'll just be playing it really risky and just going now. Just now. Go, 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 go. Oh, frick. Frick, frick. Of course. Wait, how would I get... Okay, come on, boat. Okay, and... Come on. Yes, okay, cool. Whoa, okay. Right. And then slightly reverse, just so, just in case. Dude, are you serious? Come on. Like, you're not supposed to have that much knockback. Let's be real. Let's be real. Alright, dude. You wanna be like that? You wanna be like that? Oh, frick. Stupid zombies. No, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll just go bed now, quick. Okay, yeah. And don't you dare be burning now. Okay, we finally got what we needed into place. Don't go and mess that up now. Ah, I thought I still had the shovel with me. Apparently I dropped it. Like, that knockback is ridiculous, and it's also just like straight instead of like accounting for the angles we were at. Like, jeez, bro, what's your problem? Anyways, I'll just take out these like that. And I think we're also supposed to block these off. Also make sure that those aren't valid spawn blocks. It can never be too certain, eh? And then we just, you know, get rid of this because, well, that's just a mess. Yeah, okay. And now we just need to get a few more villagers. And their life's purpose is to be sent to the iron farm. Alright, there we go, some cobblestone. And with that, gets everything other than the villagers done. Oh, speaking of, we need a dispenser here. I did not mean to make a Team Fortress joke. We need a dispenser here. Right? Let's just make that look a little nicer. That's not the way you're supposed to go about making things look nicer, Hoover. Let's make that look a little nicer and just hide it. Yeah. Alright. Woo. Yes. Okay. Right, and then place the rail. And then what do? We yeah. And here. And oh. Right, bottom slab and that stuck. Right, how am I gonna get myself out of this one? That one. Alright, then we fill that up so we can just go there. And alright. Yeah, sure, let's just go pillar. Do we have ladders? We have ladders. Okay, cool. Oh, you know, I could do something in the center of that. Right, iron X. Yeah. Then we just mine up. And surely we will reach some sort of ceiling, right? Can't be that high. Ah, there we go. Was kind of starting to get worried when we didn't receive sunlight. But no, we're fine. We're fine. Yes, okay, that's gonna be a bit of a drop. Ooh. One and two. Alrighty. Now we just get like a few more planks. Right now I'm still working on the making this look nice part of the building. Yum. That's not the right one. But I think that's one we can afford to lose. Yeah. Right, let's make it symmetrical like that. Wait. 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 Eh? Ah, right. Okay, you know, that's a... I've had more convenient, but I can work with that. I can work with that, yeah. Alright, now we go and sleep. Hello? Come on, it's basically night. It's basically night already, so just let me sleep. Come on. Alright, so what do we do now? What do we do? What do we do? We put in a minecart and a button, right? Now surely we have a minecart in here, right? Yeah. Alright, so with that, we get the minecart in here. And a button on there. And let's see what do. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, that seems good. That seems good. No, actually, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Like this, honestly, like aesthetically, sort of works as it is. If I do something with it, you know, it's like, you know, it's mostly fine. It just needs a little change, but I don't know what exactly that change would be. Let's see, a 3x3. Let's make that 5x3. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that will make the 5x5, won't it? Alright. No, wait. We do want this to be like slightly out. Alright, and then that is where we want some sort of like actual roof. And we just keep going like that. You know, like you always start with some sort of layout and then you kind of go from there. No, see, it has to move out even further. It's like allow for a separate wall there. Yeah, okay. Now what do we do? What do we do? Right, we go up a few blocks. Wait. Ah, not quite. And 1, 2, 3, 4, however many. And we do that. And it gives us a basic layout. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's just gonna be the basic idea of the layout. I don't quite know what I want to do there, so I will keep just one more extra space. Oh, right. We don't want to risk them. I mean, like if it's high enough, then they won't want to drop off, of course. Okay, now this should be safe. And then what sort of roof will we give it? Yeah, okay. So some logs across like that. And then just a fairly basic, simple log roof. I'll just take down this tower thing. Now just in case. Right, and let's make like the replacement of here. And again, we'll like fix that up later. But for now, this should be sufficient. Hey, no, decent work. And then we do that, and we had some bone meal, but not over here. So I will just have to go to a different part of the base to get that. Like, yeah, you know, I still have a bunch of travel back and forth, but all the chests are like condensed together, so it still saves time, I think. Oh wow, what? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, do we have X? No, we do not. Almost though. Now because once we go to sleep, we can, finish up that, which means we can start the villager breeding, which means we can actually finally get the iron farm going. But so far we just have to wait for a second. And then, alright, I guess for now, with how small scale it is, our best bet is probably to just get some stuff. Dude, stone. And let's just go and grab a bunch of cobble. It's like I'm here anyway. How much do we have now? Yeah, let's make like half a stack. Alright, just a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And and then just there we go, like nothing happened. Oh hey, do you know, like all of that is also growing too, so that's nice. Now what were we gonna do here again? Yes, right. Go here, go here, go here, crafting table. No, don't place things. X, and then let's make 2 of those. And, oh. And, alright, decent. Yeah. Don't fall. Jeez. Okay, cool. So, nice. We're already at the top of the tree. That's nice. There's always that one that's just 1 block higher. And then we do the nice spiral mine. And that should give us a bunch of logs and hopefully some spruce wood. And like, of course it's spruce because it's spruce that I'm chopping down right now. Sorry, sometimes my brain isn't entirely properly at its best operation, so to say. Oh, oh yeah, I just realized that with the way this is, completely encased in leaves, you only see that you've reached the bottom once there's dirt. Oh, like that. In this case it's spot soil, but I see it as like a type of dirt. Yeah, okay. Alright, oh, that's a stack. That's decent. I can work with that. Alright, so we just do that. Oh, that's the nice little the start of what we're working with. Oh. Right, we gotta make sure that we account for that. Alright, and then we do that. We take out that one, replace it with that. Alright, so far so good. And then again we take out that one and place it like so. Seriously? I wondered where that zombie sound was coming from, and then I realized, oh right, the zombie that's nearby. Right. Now, how would I actually get up? Probably dirt is like nice scaffolding. Did I use it? Did I place it in like a really inefficient way? Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, there's not even but. No, it's just yes. Straight up. Simply the truth of the matter. Making it sound all melodramatic. Alright. Right, well this would of course need to go one higher. So now you get that sort of funky layout. Alright, and then yeah, I see. Oh hey, we somehow didn't take any damage. Neat. Right, then we go in here. And we just do that. And nice. Good work. Oh, oh, well. Hey. And there we go. Oh, I do like the rain in this game. I don't like. Sure, it can get a bit inconvenient with the visual effects, but you know, if it doesn't really interfere with anything, it's just a nice little background rain, then it's just really nice and atmospheric, you know. And like I like that. I like that. I really do. You know, like here we're just chilling, chopping down a tree. Oh, and now we can actually see how we're getting close. Wait, I do need to clear up that railway. Like, I intend to do that before stream ends. But, you know, you never know how that's gonna go. Yeah. Alright, switch weapons. Like so. Alright. And there's some saplings, so we can also replant. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like they might like spawn or something or do something there. So let's just make sure that they don't get any ideas by making it 4 high, because that makes them take full damage, and then they become a lot less adventurous. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, and then just another one. Okay, and then just this final little block. Then we go and fix this, while at the same time also moving up. And then it's just hoping that they don't spawn in entirely the wrong way. Alright. There we go. We just keep working on the roof. Oh, like fortunately I added a bunch of lighting, so we should be safe. There. And then we just take that and that. Move the 2 sort of scaffolding blocks. And then there. There, that should also keep the building itself safe. Right, light level. Where's light level? Huh. Fancy clouds, FPS. Allocated. Chunk. Ping. Huh. Oh then. I really thought they also had light level. So I don't know what's up with that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's one. Oh, and we can add like a nice old thing in. What do we get there? Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Maybe I should go and sleep now though. Okay, I'm sure we can place a fence or whatever. Alright. Alright, do you get weird positioning or things? No? Good. Let's see if I can add a little fence. There we go. You know, now that I'm here, let's make 2 sets so we can also try and experiment with the rest of the building. Alrighty, cool. Right, we'll just have to break this one down very carefully. Yes. Alright, let me place one there. Then the scaffold. And one there. Right, cool. And then that's the main work done here. Ooh, just take down this. Oh, that's the general sort of whole of the thing done. Oh, let me also get rid of that, of course. Right, then this should get a door. And let's make it open with just a log. So to you know, give it a bit more of something going on, you know. No, that doesn't quite do it. Okay, well that works over there. Not sure if it works here though. Or let's just do the same over there. As for how we want to go about this, I'd say I don't know actually, because it sort of feels like really close to the edge over here like that. And again, we could make like a whole structure around this. Yeah, you know what? That might actually do the trick here. I think that works. Okay, so then most certainly, you know, the grill would have to go there. And then definitely one there. I've heard that that would just launch a villager in here, so simply as a security measure, we'll place that there. And then when it comes to further detailing, we'll just have to see as we go. So, you know, we would need some sort of another entrance, of course. Let's see what happens if we mine in here. Yeah, I know, like that would allow us to get in there. Alright, and then we just make sure that we fill this whole area with blocks, just so it doesn't have this weird hollow. Alright, and then we just fill it back up. No, like nothing happened. Right, we need a little more, and unfortunately we had a little bit of the required blocks in our inventory. Now let's see, is that like in reach if we throw bread? Is that in reach? Like, can they pick those up? No, they cannot. Right, so I might have made this just a bit too compact. Unless I place a dropper on the wall there. Oh yeah, see, that's a tricky thing with these sort of buildings. How would I go about like making sure they can be fed? Also, let me just quickly. Oh, wrong one. think that would have to go from the outside then. So we close this off. And then we No, that's actually, you know, seeing as there's already a gap in there, there might be something we can do with that. Let me just go skip the night real quick. Oh. Aha. Okay. Okay, okay. So I'm thinking of things now. Let me just fix up this here real quick. And then we do that. And then, yeah, we need trapdoors, of course. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then we just take down these. Alright, alright, alright. And then a trapdoor there. And a trapdoor in there. Also, does this work? Yes, they are picking it up. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so we just go and grab a few trapdoors. And then trapdoor, like so. Oh, and now we need a few more. So we do that. And yeah, no, see, that's not the alignment we want, is it? Oh wow. Okay, that got a little funky. Alright, so it's like those are the two trapdoors you actually use, and the other ones are just to keep the nice loop going. I might be able to replace that one with a carpet, maybe? Anyways, priorities and all that. Okay. So that's a basic villager breeder setup. And then we need to figure out, like, really how we're gonna make this sort of fit with the general vibe again. You know what, let's first just get a bunch of food for the villagers. Just give them anything and everything we've got. Yeah, that's not gonna work, of course. Ow. There we go. Some melon. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, hey, these ones are progressing nicely. Just gonna give it a little longer. Oh, and here okay, I don't have a lot of food. Oh yeah, but I do have some iron. Ah, wow, funny. And these ones I can just leave those be. Here, that's a bunch of carrots. The wheat, I'll save that on the animals first. I can give them some potatoes, I guess. Alright, and then here, of course, I'll replant them here and in my other little farm. But other than that, I'm just gonna leave it be. Carpet? No, that's a trapdoor. Oh, but that's a carpet. But we don't have the dye. How do you make brown dye in this game? Right, let me just first focus on the livestock. And also just, you know, a bunch of you here. Yes, I will expand it to make it, you know, sort of ethical. Right, I was going to make some bread. And then plant the carrots in my main farm, so that's all good and in order and as it should be. Do I have a no? No, okay. I think to like sort of fix that one, I have to like place it over there. Nope. Okay. Well, then let's just make that grow again. Okay, and now, sorry, was this one full? No, okay. Okay, and now I will get back to bed and see if we can actually get a villager from that. If so, then I'd say that's pretty successful. Alright, and then all of this. And all of this. And all of this. And all of this. No, okay, you don't take those. Anyways, is there a little one here? No, bro? Are you for real? Are you telling me you genuinely just straight up skipped all of that? Yeah, whatever. No, no. You're still not happy? Oh, you guys are unbelievable. Did you know that? Okay, what about that? You pick that up? Okay, cool. And then all of that? Do you pick those up? Okay, cute. You've got it in your farms. But no. And pork? No, also no pork. Right. Well, surely you should have enough food items now to still do something, right? Probably not. Probably better to replace it with a trapdoor, so we've got access as needed. Other than that, it should all still work. Right, and then I need to get some more wood planks to make a door. Like so. Okay, okay, you know, not too bad. You know, like I was hoping for a little better, but well, you know, we'll just have to deal with this. All right, now what else are we potentially going to do? I mean, there's of course setting up a whole trading hall. Ooh. But that would also require like sort of rerouting of the rail system, which would require knowing how to handle the rail system over there. Which would require knowing what we're going to do with that. So I don't really know what to do just yet. Okay, so what sort of like non-solid blocks could we work with for the purposes of that? I mean, we could just sort of cover it up. Yeah, you know, like we could do something with that, yeah. Oh, and then focus on oak. For the more structural things. You know, like it's got a door over here. Yes. Okay. And then we have that over there. Or we bring it forward a bit so we can actually, you know, make it stand out a little. Alright. And then we take out that one. And we are gonna replace those with stairs. And yeah, okay. So what's going on there? I don't know. Dirt. Yes, we need a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of dirt. And then we also need some shears. And okay, we do want to mark the area. So let's just I don't know. There. No, that works. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then we go about this like so. And then we fill in over here. And we just keep going like that, sorta. And then we mark this one. And then we probably need to go to bed again to actually not get destroyed by a bunch of hostile mobs. Like, have you ever thought about that? How mobs, like singular ones, are already called mobs in game? Like in basically any game, even though like it's a single unit, whereas the general word refers to a group in particular. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, well then, we've got this one, of course. And then... Okay, so we start with this sort of outside line, and then hopefully working inward would get a little easier. Maybe. Possibly. I mean, at least I hope so. Oh, that's kind of the whole point of building all this, is to make the mind controls a little easier. Instead of having to constantly worry about villagers deciding to freaking stop existing. Oh, that zombie, like, yeah. I need to like constantly remember, like, oh yeah, he's supposed to be there. Yeah, Alright. Now in here it sort of like blends with the landscape again. Very cool. Well, I do hope that we've got enough dirt in storage. Because, well, we're going through it quite quickly now. Though to be fair, like here, where we also have to sort of fill in those edges. Like, it's what goes through it the quickest, of course. But even without... And then we make it like, I don't know, some sort of sanctuary or whatever. Oh, or you could make it like look sort of abandoned. And be like, oh, this is the haunted whatever the flip. Alright, and then well, let's get rid of the shield so we can actually keep placing blocks. There, that's what keeps us like going at a decent pace. Oh, no. Unless it decides to just get all funky like that. Okay, but so far, you know, so good. We do need to remember that within this marked perimeter, there are no full blocks. So like flowers or grass or carpets or stairs or anything else to make sure that it's not spawnable. There's not a block they can spawn on, because that would mess with the operations of the farm, of course. And we don't want the operations of the farm to be messed with. You know, we want the farm to just work properly. And now we just go and do this. And replace our dirt. Yeah, now. Okay, we've still got another stack. And then after that one is done, we should probably like head to bed again. Because if I'm seeing this correctly, it's becoming nighttime. You know, you don't want to be out during the night in this game. I mean, like, unless you've got like proper enchants and weapons and you're just like specifically trying to do things, or you just don't care. But most of the time, you're not gonna want to be outside. No, you can do a bunch of stuff inside, and if not, then you just want to skip the night. Oh, you know, but like we actually still got some time. Let me get like 5 more stacks. That should probably do it. Alright, and after we've got the basic layout there, I'm just gonna clean up all of this. And then... and only then will I like actually try and get the proper layout thingies in. Dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we move back. Yeah. And we hope they spawn a villager, but I don't think we gave them quite enough food. You know, because they are greedy. Like, it's impressive how much they need to actually breed. Yeah. Right, let's just continue this so we don't get like a weird alignment or whatever. I don't think it should take too many more blocks. But it's still a lot though. Like, even if it becomes smaller and smaller, it's just such a large area. Okay, look at that. We're almost safe from falling in there. Just need 2 more circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. Okay, so you know, it's going pretty well. Ah, frick. Yeah. Alright. And we can continue. 1, 2, 3. Dude. Okay, now we won't fall directly into the lava, but of course we still have the risk of falling into the water that's surrounded by the lava. No, vice versa. The water that surrounds the lava. Oh yeah, that one's gonna be interesting. You know, like we're gonna have to do something that like layers on top. But so far, we can just keep it like this. Well, you know, fortunately we didn't fall into anything there. Oh, I'm definitely fortunate that we didn't fall in there. Hello. All right. We'll just have to sort of bounce back for this little bit. And come on. Alright. No. Ah, dang it. Yeah, okay. And whatever we do with that, we'll just figure out later. Right now, I'm going to you. Yeah. And then let's also sort of do this, like make it line up. Like, oh hey, that's an actual bit of terrain. Sorta. Yeah, we can probably just do that like so. Alright, you know, not too bad. I do think that we could probably get away with just filling this up. Like there. Okay, and then here, let's do like that, and then okay, and then that's the sort of line we're going to work with. Okay, so that's what's just going to be at this level. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's good actually. And then we just work at this and place these down. And then we get this in. like that's open enough. That's not like a weird little compact place thing. And then we just alright, not bad, not too shabby. And then we just yoink the 2 blocks in here. And there we go. You know, that's like acceptable-ish. Like it's still clear that there's some degree of artificiality, but it's not terrible. Alright. Ooh, you know, like now this sort of becomes a little thematic and all. Alright, so we definitely want some sort of like little mausoleum thing on there. But let's just kind of leave that be for now. And make sure that we don't get any hostile spawns. So let's just light that up. Because that would be really inconvenient to deal with if it ends up damaging important parts of the structure. No, we really don't want that. Right, yes, let's actually go and clean up this railway. Do we have any food? Yes, we do. Because the villagers don't like melons. Which was all the more convenient for us. Alright, and then we probably don't have a lot of durability left. I wonder why Java Edition doesn't actually show tool durability. Or like only the bar, but not an actual number out of the total. Yeah, well, let's just not worry about it. Okay, now you know what? Like at first I was like, oh no, that bottle is gonna be out of place, but you know it's still close enough to the taiga, I think. Where was I? Ah, yes, right. We were working on this. Let me guess. That's yeah. Right, let me just make a little pickaxe then. Oh, again, it's this sort of buggy petrified. And then we just continue working with this. And then, oh, yeah. Alright. Unfortunately, the cleanup is a little quicker than building it because you don't have to worry about directing it in a certain way. It's just do. And then, you know, like you just follow the trail that's already there. And just go like this. Right, for that one. I will like make sure that I'm not in the water first, because that affects mining speed. And we don't want to have to deal with that, of course. Oh yes, okay, we do still need a bit of dirt to, you know, like fix up the pathway damage. But other than that, you know, like surface level, everything is all done. So just good and all that. Where is the dirt? Here. Seriously, game? Alright, that's that done. And then there's of course this little area. And no shovel. Right, well fortunately, you know, like the dirt blocks are always the quickest of the ones to do, even if you don't have the tool. So I know that's fine, that's fine, I can work with that. That's acceptable. Hey. Oh, that's probably because that's a stupid villager. Oh well. Right, so I'll have to have a little think about how to decorate that a little bit. Let's make sure that I go inside somewhere before I actually call it a day. Yeah, normally my streams are like a little bit longer, but you know, I'm a bit more tired today. Yeah, slight headache, so no, I'll cut it about here. Yeah. And with that, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Bye.